Hi, I'm Amanda Gonzalez, and I'm here with Alex today. Hey, Alex. So what brings you here today?
Head injuries in football, mainly the NFL.
All right. So what sparks your interest in the head injuries in the NFL? Like, what was the one moment that made you think like this is a prominent issue?
I've thought it for a while now, but it was actually a clip I've seen recently. A player from Notre Dame collided with a player from another team, and as he hit, their heads hit together, and you can see the paint chip off the helmet. It just makes you think of how solid that impact is.
All right. And like, why do you believe that head injuries are? I mean, it's been going on for years in the NFL, but why do you think now is a time where it's actually becoming a known issue, where people are actually stepping up and saying something?
There's players, former players, dying from CTE and from their concussions that I think this should be addressed so that way it doesn't happen, or else football won't happen anymore.
All right. And how does this personally affect you?
I just, as a consumer of the sport, I enjoy watching it, enjoy talking about it, and if there's no more football, then that's one thing that I don't get.
Do you think that it'll ever get to the point where there won't be any more football? Because NFL is a big deal.
If nothing changes, I think there could be no NFL within 15 to 20 years.
Stay with it. You got this. Be curious.
Okay,
Go to kids now.
kids. All right, how do you think this affects like recreational sports, so like for towns and things like that, or high school sports and college sports like that? How do you think that the head injuries that are happening in the NFL affect people of younger ages?
As we talked off the camera, Jeremy Curley just barred his son from playing football, and his son was at the age that he is. It's great at football. Barred his son from playing football. You would think maybe in 15 years he would be the next NFL superstar, but now he's not allowed to play football. So now you're losing your players. You're losing the whole reason people watch. Why would the league continue?
Okay, so if you said earlier that in 15 to 20 years the NFL could be basically non-existent due to like the head injuries that we're dealing with now. So do you think that maybe football shouldn't be a sport that's played by kids of younger ages, or do you think that there should be regulations of some sort for children who are playing?
Time out. One question at a time.
Okay.
Remember one of the first days of class, I said, if you ask multiple questions, the interviewee is challenged because he or she is asking to answer the first question, the last question, the middle question, the easiest question, one at a time. Try it again.
So
I like where you're going.
do you think children should be allowed to play at such a young age?
I think there needs to be changes to the safety aspect of it so that they can be played.
And if it were you to make any safety changes, what kind of changes would you make for the children that are playing football?
There's been so many changes made to a football helmet. I think that one that they've missed is changing how the outside of the helmet is made. It's a hard material. I think if they made it softer, cushioned, almost like a boxing glove, then those collisions aren't two really hard objects going into each other. It's padded, it's softer, and I just think it would make it a lot safer.
Okay, so like I'm not very knowledgeable about how football equipment works. So do you think that not only is it with head injuries, but like are there other factors or injuries that players experience when they're playing the sport that could be changed?
It's mainly the head injuries that I think will take away from the sport overall in the long run, because a lot of players, no matter what you play, you could suffer a knee injury, your career could be done. You could do that in baseball, basketball, football. It's the head injuries that are so football specific. You're not at risk to run in head to head on an everyday basis with somebody in the NBA or even baseball.
Okay, so now when we're talking about like the equipment and the helmet that you just said, the cushioning, do you think that there's any other steps or regulations they should have for children playing football or high school students and kids of younger ages?
I think a good idea for younger ages would almost transitioning to a flag football when they're younger, so you can completely avoid any collision from tackling.
All right, that's all the time we have today, but thank you for speaking, Alex. We'll see you next week.